humans, how's it going? It's Shani today here, and welcome to a mini-series? Or am I even calling it a mini-series? I don't know. But this paranormal stuff pack is out, so yay! Here are my first impressions on that. I am not a game changer, but I was sent the code early for review purposes. I was approached to review the stuff pack courtesy of the South African distributor for The Sims 4, so thank you very much for letting me review the code ahead of time. I was not paid for any of these opinions. I was not paid for any of this content. This is just me having gotten the pack early to be able to pre-form this stuff so that it can be ready for when the game goes live now today for launch day. Let's get into the video. This pack has surprisingly a lot to do with it. If we compare it to other stuff packs in the past, there is a lot. There's a gameplay element, there's build by objects, and there's also a cast element, and it's quite a very nice cast element. So I've decided, instead of making you sit through one long 40-minute video, I have cut this down into 3 little mini videos that you get to watch and see my first initial reactions to all of the stuff. This video you're watching right now is the build by video. I go through all of the objects, all of the swatches. There is also going to be a cast video that'll be going live next, and then finally there is going to be a gameplay video. I personally, and this is just because this is not me going at anyone who's excited about this pack, I am just as excited about this pack, but I do not see me using this gameplay outside of reviewing the pack. And that is just a personal thing of mine. I have no interest in seances. I have no interest in the medium skill. It's just doesn't fit into how I play. It doesn't fit into many things about my life. So I'm not particularly, like, I've done the gameplay. As I'm sitting here right now, I have done the gameplay to show people what the gameplay is like, and me getting freaked out by all of the ambient noises and stuff. It's really funny. That's going to be a fun gameplay, like highlights of me experiencing the pack for the first time. I have more use for the buy build objects, and I have more use for the cast objects than the actual gameplay. But that's why I'm placing a heavier focus personally on the build stuff and the cast stuff, because there is a lot of really great content here. But with that said, let's jump into past Shani, checking out all of the build by objects, and I will see you guys again in the outro. I know all the game changers have already done this, but now you get to get my opinion in as well. So can we just have a look through Paranormal, please? Okay, apparently there are no doors. We're off to a great start. There are also no windows. Great. Are there stairs? There are no stairs. Are there no... But oh wait, we have a flooring. We have a flooring. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a floor. Yay! I don't know if I'm gonna use it for a lot of stuff, but at least they've definitely brought it out in a whole bunch of different swatches. I don't know how people are going to feel about the different colors, but I mean, it's a floor. I mean, it's not terrible. I wouldn't use it, but I might use it for, like, example, if that's like a square, if we have like that, and then I grab a, I don't know, let's remove this quickly, and we grab like something like that. I might use it for something like that, you know, like that's kind of nice. I like it as like a border or as like a feature, but not as an entire room. But I mean, it comes in a bunch of swatches, which is fun for us. What else do we have? Oh dear, paranormal pack. Hey, we have a wall. We have a singular wall, and it seems to be a pretty wall. Oh, I like this. For an accent wall where it's got like a bit of texture to it, I like this. This is pretty, and it's not like in your face. Okay, like some of them might be a little bit bold. Like a lot bold, but like I really like this. I mean, we do need to keep in mind this is a stuff pack, so it wasn't gonna come with a ton of pieces and a ton of items and a ton of everything, but at least we got a swatch for tile and a swatch for wall, and I don't think there's anything else. Okay, so that's build, and then let's go into buy, and let's just go through all of the beautiful things that are here. See, like I said, it's a stuff pack, so there aren't too many items, but the items that have been added are very nice. Aw, cute little couch with little patterns. Oh, this is gonna be my go-to couch. I don't build often, but we finally got a nice couch with like some solids. Ooh, there's even a white one with like a slight little bit of like a texture, like white creamish. We're, as simmers, we're always looking for solid color, like with not like bold features or colors or patterns or whatever, and I think this is a decent staple. Some of them sure have patterns, but for the majority, I like having like these very hot accent color. Like they're solids, so they don't have like a flashy pattern. I am a big fan of the new couch, particularly the yellow. I have no idea why, but I've been liking yellow stuff recently. Aw, this is like a little cubby. Okay, I have noticed from the gameplay that I've played, there's a lot of like that patterning going on, which is cool. So once again, it's kind of the same. So you've got your black, you've got your white, and then you've got all your various colorations. See, like that's cool because those two can go together because the yellow is still the same yellow. My most annoying thing that The Sims does is they'll bring out two couches in the same pack, but like this yellow will be bright yellow and this yellow will be pastel yellow, and they do not match at all. So at least like, if this, like that yellow kind of goes with that yellow, and that yellow is that yellow, and this yellow and that yellow, not that you'd ever put these two in the same room together, but you know what I'm saying? Like these, you can see that they belong in the same room together if you make that decision to have it be such. These chairs, I saw a lot of people freaking out in the gameplay stream that the gurus were doing, or I saw someone freaking out about them on Twitter. As a console player who doesn't have access to custom content where you've got all of these like little dressing items with the throws and the blankets and the pillows and stuff, when they add things like this to the game that looks more like lived in, I love it. And like they added some of the stuff in Snowy Escape and they've added the same here, and obviously all of these swatches will match the swatches of the chairs behind them. I like this because as someone who doesn't have access to custom content, there's additional furniture options for me to have that look more quote-unquote lived in. And I can imagine this matches the chair at the back there, so this will have the same swatches. But this one doesn't have a cushion, but it's okay. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I also just noticed that the pattern changes depending on the couch. So there's all those leaves ones, and then there's some like filigree, pretty, dainty, detail, ornate stuff. So this is this table, a table of rage, which I'm not particularly, I mean, there's, okay, I'm not particularly excited about these swatches, but they've won me over with two solids. They won me over with two solids. Yes, it's black and white. I would have liked like a beigey color as well. But yeah, we've got like the beige legs that come with like a green top table. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's still The Sims. You're still going to get these wacky patterns. You're not going to be able to be super excited about that. So the table's nice, but you go on the side of the wall, friends, just because you don't really come in the nicest swatches. I'm being super extra about it, but you just have to deal. This I like. So this reminds me of City Living that, oh, I can't think of what they're called now. Their daughter's name is Billy. Jang or Jiao or something. This would be something that goes in their house, because it's like bright color and bright patterns and all of that stuff. I don't care too much for it. Maybe this one's kind of nice, but I don't care too much for it. Maybe someone else will. This table I fell in love with when I saw it in some of the gameplay, and it comes with all of like the solid. It's something different. I wonder if we can put stuff at the bottom. I'll see when we get to some clutter and whatnot if we can. Okay, it doesn't look like we can put stuff underneath it. This chest thing, whatever it's called, push your luck in table, it looks like a chest. It's a trunk. Not too bothered. It looks like it belongs in Realm of Magic with that like crest thing in the middle. I have a feeling that this table is going to be the same as the other table with the random flowers on it. This is just a personal preference. I like that there's a solid black and white, but I would have liked like a beige or something. There's like a gray, which isn't too bad. But you're gonna live with the rest of the tables just because you've got flowers on it, and that's just a personal preference of mine, is I do not like florals. If you ever see me wearing florals, I've either A, been made to wear it, or B, have been made to wear it. I do not like anything with florals. That's nothing against florals. I think florals are beautiful. It's just not my vibe whatsoever. It's very like old school, you know, like it's very over the top, where I prefer more minimalist stuff, but I mean, it's okay. It's fine. I'm gonna put it on the other side just because, once again, there's no gray, like, or brown or like beige color that can like go in the office with like some of the other stuff that I'd probably match that with like tiny living couches or whatever, you know? So this is this Bohemian shelf, and I'm actually kind of a fan of this, and it's the same comments I had about that like side table, end table, is that this is something that's like super eclectic, and it's something that I can imagine in that other family's apartment. So I'll put it, see, this is a gray, and this is like a white. The yellows are very all over the place, and all of the other colors are very like staple pieces. But I like it because it has a plant. See, this I prefer to this thing. It's got the glass. It's very, like, if they had taken, yes, the colors might not be the greatest, but I prefer that to this. Like, if they had put that patterning on here, I would have been so upset. So seance table, very much Realm of Magic vibes. I think you're not going to get too much of a difference with the tables here. It's very specific for a very specific use. It's going to go there just because... And then here's the seance table set, which comes with the chairs and the crystal ball. Okay, cool. Much of a muchness for me. Like Shani from the future or the past or whichever I filmed this order in, has already explained, I'm not particularly concerned about the seance side and the paranormal side about this pack, but the stuff is nice. Like, these flowers are so pretty. Oh, and they come in such nice swatches as well. So there's like a black. I like the rope detailing. So this I like. This I can imagine I'm going to use everywhere because it's like gorgeous and it can be used everywhere, and it's not necessarily only for this pack. I like this because I like hanging plants just in general, and this, like the same with the comment for the other plants, it comes with a whole bunch of like very neutral swatches, so it's not like bright yellow, bright orange. Like, yes, there is a gold there, like bright yellow, but it's not like in your face lumo. And there are other colors which still, like, there's a beige, there's like a kind of like rose gold if you really want to push it. There's like a brown color. There's no dark brown though, but like, I mean, that'll, I guess, count. But I like it. I like the hanging plant ivy vibes. Very cool, very cute. It doesn't seem to come in different heights though, but this will be the same comments as the other piece that we had, is where, yes, the flowers might change, but it's more the roping so that you can like match it to the room. So I do like that. I like that a lot. This, I don't care what swatches it comes in. I currently am in love with my cow plants that are in my 200 baby challenge. So happy to have mini cow plant. And I think the cutest thing, I need to go into live mode to double check exactly what it's called. But you know how the actual cow plant is called Little Simsy? This is Mini Simsy, which I think is adorable. And it's a continuation of an inside joke, which I absolutely adore. This palm tree is also one of the first things I saw in the haunted house that comes with this pack. That asks you if you want to place it. This is one of the first palm tree things that I saw, and I was like, I love this. I love this so much. Also a weird shape for me. I'm sure I'll use it for clutter at some point, probably for more of my like Realm of Magic type plays, but I'm not particularly concerned. It's also just a weird shape for me. Like this is good for like if you're placing clutter on stairs, because I can imagine that'll go nice along the stairs, but that's about it. Then these are these paintings of the dude guy. The only reason I tune into the Guru Let's Play is to check how to pronounce Gidri, which is the ghost that comes with the haunted house. I mean, it's just the frame, and the frame isn't even that pretty. So you can come live here. Gidri holding his hat in a different position. Okay, fine. And then the same with this haunted house thing. Yeah, I don't like the frame. These, however, are very pretty. Might not be my favorite, like, swatch colors, but I just think the detailing of having just the curtain drape with, like, the beading that goes over the window, I really like. More clutter. Cool. There's a whole bunch of different colors, whatever. This hand thing, the helping hand, is also something that you can use to turn the difficulty up or down of your, haunted house. This is Book of Silhouettes. It's random little like bookcase end pieces. I'm not particularly keen about the swatches, so that's why it's gonna go live on that side. Let's see what else. Oh, these are the occult markings that come with the haunted house being haunted. I don't foresee me ever using this for whatever. I mean, it's there. This rug, how do I feel about the rug? The weird patterning. The fireplace, however, I do know a lot of people were keen on the fireplace. I do like it. It's got some like detailing and everything on it. It's different to the fireplaces we've got, which is cool. And it comes in a bunch of colors. Like, so there's a brown, there's like a very specific color, there's like a lighter brown, but also has a black in it. There's more like a navy. So it's got its decent amount of swatches. There's a white, a gray, and a black. There's no dark black, but I mean, it covers most of the bases, so we are a fan. Good Mojo macrame. So I actually did macrame at school, macrame or however you want to pronounce it. I actually did this as a club at school, and it was really, really, really fun. This tea kettle set I really like as well, because it comes with a little tray with the little candle and like the little plant. So it's very, I can see me using this for clutter in a lot of my builds. My concern with this is you can only ever really use this if it's over like an end table, so that no one like will walk through it, or if you have really high ceilings. But it's not like with Tiny Living where they came with the different heights. So this is only one height. So as much as they're pretty, I don't see me using this unless it's like over a dining table or over like an end table. And even if it's over an end table, it's very wide. So you need to have high ceilings for that. Like that's a normal length wall. However, if the walls are up like this, then it's not so bad. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, that's very low down. This is nice though. It's not particularly in the style of build that I like, but it's nice. It's cute. It's pretty. Here there's these bizarre thingies. So this, I mean, this is just debug. I can't change these colors. The wax. Here's all of the candies that come with what the specters drop. I can imagine if you're big into like creating your own clutter, these will be nice for stuff to add to your pantry. I find myself when I'm doing clutter in the kitchens, there are only so many times that I can use the dog treats, and there are only so many times that I can use the jar of peppers or the jar of olives. So this is added just from a building perspective, not so much a gameplay perspective. Adding these like sweets and stuff that your whatever they're called, the specters drop, those little ghosty things. It's a nice addition to the kitchen clutter. Then these soul scraps is also, it's a usable item in game that gets used through gameplay. And if you really wanted to use, I can imagine very talented builders will be using these as like placemats on their dining tables and those types of things. Just imagine dining table, okay? Imagine dining table and there's your placemat, and you grab a chair and the chair goes and sits there. Like, you see, that's like a placemat now. It's a very big placemat, but for people who really like to deck out their entire like build for like photo shoots and whatever, I can imagine that gets used. And then you put like knives and forks and whatever next to it. Seance circle. The candles, I can imagine, are nice for clutter. Obviously, they have a use within the gameplay. See, this is what I'm saying about this can go up like this. Obviously, if it's tinier pieces, and they can go like in there. See? Cute. Cute. You won't necessarily see it, and they do have a use within the gameplay. But, I mean, is what it is. Let's have a look at Debug, please. Here's all that gunk and goo. So, once again, if you really, like, if you're not looking into the gameplay vibes, and you're looking for, like, set dressing, all of these will help you add to the thing. Oh, this is the license thing. The Paranormal Investigator license. And then these are the strange overgrowths. So this is, I mean, if you're really looking at making stuff looking haunted, here's all your debug stuff. And all of these obviously bring like different omens. This creepy doll is literally 100 simoleons. Are you kidding me? Is super creepy. And you can't, so the bad thing about these, can I pick you up again? I have cheats on, and I can't pick that up. So if you are planning on using these, make sure that you place them where you want them. You can't pick these up once you've placed them. So, oh wait, there, it picked those up now. Okay, so you can't necessarily move them, but you can delete them if you want. Okay, that's good to know. But just keep in mind that if you do place them, can't pick them up again. Here's that cake thing. Makes no real big difference. Spectre, so this can also be nice for clutter. The same with the comment that I had for the, these can actually all go on the other side because I just don't care about them. But the same comment I had about these for like the kitchen clutter can be said for these things. So you can add additional kitchen clutter things. These freaky hands, like I said, for your haunted house type vibes, that's what those can be there for. These will actually, I can imagine, go very nice with the plasma fruit tree, because it kind of has the same things, although it pulses purple rather than that blue funky color. Let's have a look here. Here's another one of these for some more clutter there. I'm not too particularly keen on creepy dolls, but if you want to add more clutter to your, like, maybe Wednesday Addams type vibe room, I can imagine those are cool. Once again, this is for your kitchen. Like, if you're building something for the Addams family, I can imagine that's kind of cool. These are probably the most the cutest things, because they get their little... Okay, you won't see them now because we're not in live mode, but they get the little mini ghosties inside them, which are freaking adorable. This jar is full of grumpy specters who have a bit of an attitude problem. Like, these are really cute because they get their little glowy, like, thingamabobs in them. So you kind of can't see it now because we are in buy mode, but is what it is. Mostly, there's a lot of decent stuff in this pack in terms of build buy. But it is only a stuff pack, so there's only a couple of things. It came with a ton of gameplay, came with a ton of CAS items. So for what it's worth, with all the swatches that it came with, I'm kind of stoked. Particularly like these types of things that I know I'm going to use in every single build going forward, and like clutter for kitchens. I don't only have to use dog treats now. I can actually use things that are great, that aren't like the candy bowl from Spooky Stuff. That is the build part of this mini-series. Look out for the CAS and the gameplay videos coming real soon. I hope you did enjoy. As always, I do need to say once again thank you to the South African distributors for The Sims 4 for allowing me to review the pack ahead of time. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to give a like, subscribe if you are new around here. Remember that we're all human differently, and I'll see you guys again soon. Sul.